Hi guys, I'm Vanessa Musi from vanessamusi.com, and today we're making coconut whipped cream. I get that question asked all the time on my Instagram feed and Instagram stories and messages. So here is a great way. It took me a while to figure this out, how to make whipped coconut cream. So it's dairy-free, it's vegan, it's fluffy, it's a great frosting for cakes, paleo cakes, keto cakes. I make it all the time. You can sweeten it. You can add vanilla bean powder. You can add espresso powder. You can add all sorts of stuff. You can add crushed ground freeze-dried raspberries. And you can add matcha powder. I mean, the options are endless. So we're going to make basic whipped coconut cream. So you start off with a really good quality coconut cream. And here's where it gets a little funky or a little confusing. You need to have good quality coconut milk. Sometimes it's called coconut milk, sometimes it's called coconut cream. If it's called coconut cream, it usually is the thicker part and it's usually more expensive. I recommend organic preferably. I'm going to list the brands I've used and tested in the link below in the recipe. And so you need to refrigerate this can for 3 days in the fridge in the part that's colder. Now I've done that and I'm opening this can. Careful, you take out the lid and the thick part will be on top. I'm going to show you what happens here. So take out the thick part only and keep the liquid part for a smoothie, for soups, for curries, that kind of thing. So I'm only going to use this thick part. And again, this will depend on the brand you use. It will depend on the quality. And honestly, every country has different options. In Mexico and other countries that I've worked at, there's other brands. So we want the really, really thick part. And you can also buy these in organic shops, Whole Foods, and Oriental stores always have that because they use it in Thai food, Vietnamese food, and Indian food. So make sure you do not use a light ones that have less fat because those will not work. And so it's just a matter of testing the brands to see which one will work. So all this coconut liquid I am going to freeze and I'm going to save that for a smoothie. That works really well. Again, a curry works well. So make sure you don't add any of this to your whipped cream because it's going to make it very liquid. And we're going to sweeten. So that's not going to make a lot. That's going to make like a cup of whipped cream. That's fine. And then so I've used half of the can more or less. So I'm going to put this aside. And now I'm going to be using a Thermomix and we're going to whip it here. So the Thermomix comes with butterfly, this attachment I love because it makes the nicest frostings, whipped creams, anything you want to aerate. So eggs, egg whites, even aquafaba works really good. This is a great thing. This is one of the tools and that I was inspired by Thermomix. You can also do it in your KitchenAid with a whisk or a handheld blender, but honestly, not a handheld mixer, sorry. So you put this in here, stick it in, it's super easy, and that's all it is. Put that in there, and we're gonna put all of this in the Thermomix so that it's really thick, and we're gonna sweeten with a little bit of maple syrup. If you're on the keto diet, you can use powdered monk fruit or erythritol or a blend of those. So I'm going to start whipping this up first by itself. Then I'm going to add some maple syrup. I'm going to add a little pinch of vanilla bean powder. You can also buy a vanilla bean, scrape a little bit of inside. And we're going to add a pinch of Maldon salt. The salt's going to bring out the flavor. And here we go. So we're going to need to scrape the bowl periodically because it's lumpy and smooth, so you just scrape it. Okay guys, this is the texture. And you can also do, I suggest you do 2 cans. That's the best option. That will make that amount. And now we're going to add vanilla bean. And why are we adding vanilla bean powder? Again, you can buy this in my shop. I've linked it to the brand I like. I'm adding this because if you add vanilla extract, it will turn gray and it will be more liquid. We don't want to add more liquid to that. We want to keep that cream as solid as possible. We're going to add a pinch of salt over here and some maple syrup. And honestly, that depends on you, but I like frostings to be the less sweet as possible. So I'm going to probably be adding 2 tablespoons, 3 maximum. And that will depend on the cake you're frosting as well. Okay, so that's the finished product over here. And again, if it gets a little bit liquid because you've added the maple syrup, don't fret. Just pop this in the fridge for a little bit, a few hours. It's gonna get thick again. All right, so we're gonna take it out, put it into a metal bowl is the best way to cool it fast. And this will keep for about 3 or 4 days in the fridge, no problem, even more. And make sure you add it cold to your cake, and the cake must be refrigerated because if not, it's gonna melt. I mean, not melt, but it's gonna flatten out. So scrape your butterfly really well. Again, you can add some flavorings as well, any extracts, lemon zest, that kind of thing. Hi guys, our cream is refrigerated and it's set up, and you can refrigerate it for at least 2 or 3 hours depending on your cream. And again, the quality of the cans really varies, so make sure you stick to one brand you like and you've tested it. But look how nice and thick. So this is the cream of 2 cans. So I have made a cake and I'm going to frost it. So I put some inside. I like to bake cakes in 2 layers, so that way they bake faster, easier. This is a paleo chocolate chip cake over here, and I'm just adding, you can add ganache, you can add this, you can add some espresso bean powder, and that will make a mocha whipped cream, which would be really nice here. So just frost this half first, and again, you can refrigerate this or freeze this to set up. You can add some raspberries inside. Raspberry cream would be really nice. Raspberry jam would be also really nice. And now I'm going to add the rest over here, the top, and set that over here. And then I just want to make this as a naked cake. I'm going to leave some on top over here. You can make this as a drip cake as well. Add some chocolate sauce or frosting. I like the Date Lady chocolate, would be really nice on top. So mix that over here and swirl it over. And there you go, guys. Here it is, finished cake. So if it's hot, just remember this cake has to go in the fridge and it'll keep for a few days. It's gonna get even better when it's cold. Thank you guys. If you like this video, hit subscribe, share, and like this video. And I'll see you at vanessamusi.com and at Chef Vanessa Musi on Instagram. See you. Bye.